in the history of Israel. So when you look at Naboth, he was happy and proud to be identified with this valley which is rich, which is fertile, which has prosperity. And so, as we read, I can have somebody to read for me as we go through, please. A good reader with a mic. 1 Kings chapter 21, verse 1. And we can read as we go together. Yes, verse 1.
The Bible records, And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, next to the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria.
Verse 2.
So Ahab spoke to Naboth, saying, Give me your vineyard, that I may have it for a vegetable garden, because it is near, next to my house, and for it I will give you a vineyard better than it. Or
stop for a while. So we see King Ahab approaching Naboth, and he's telling him, I would like to have your, give me. When somebody says give, is it a command or is it a request? It's a command, give me. But we are told because of the law, the king was limited not to use power to take whatever belonged to other people. So he had to respect Naboth because of that. But he's using, give me your vineyard, that I may have it for a vegetable garden, because it is near, next to my house. For I will give you a vineyard better than the one you have. If it seems good, I will give you its worthy in money, if it seems good. So if you feel I cannot exchange mine with yours, then I can give you money instead. And usually, when somebody talks of money, what normally happens in our hearts, the heart starts pumping, isn't it? Because money is good. Yeah? The dollar is good. When you hear about money, you become excited. So when he mentioned money, he expected Naboth to be excited, because yes, having money in addition maybe to some land, that will be, it's not a bad idea. But verse 3.
it says,
Yes, let it say.
But Naboth said to Ahab, The Lord forbid that I should give the inheritance of my fathers to you.
The Lord forbid that I should give the inheritance of my fathers to you. Inheritance. Thank you. Please be seated. The Lord forbid that I should give you the inheritance of my fathers to you. It is not mine. It belongs to my fathers. I cannot part with it. Many young people these days, the rich people, like I know many rich people who have died, when they leave their land, what happens after that? It is disposed of until even the widow who is left has nothing. The inheritance, which is specially handed over to these young people. And so Naboth boldly, he didn't mind, he didn't care whether this is the king talking to him. He didn't care whether this is an authority speaking to him. He said, God forbid that I can part with the inheritance of my fathers. And so, why did Naboth refuse? Because many young people, if they approach that way and the deal is good, you part with it. But Naboth said, God forbid that I give out the inheritance of my fathers. One, he refused to sell it. Not because he was disrespectful to the king. He respected the king. And I'm sure even the way he was addressing the king, he may have gone down and said, King, I'm sorry. God forbid that I should give the inheritance of my fathers to you. With a lot of respect, with a lot of humility. Naboth refused the law of God. This land did not belong to Naboth. It belonged to his forefathers. It was an inheritance from his forefathers. All this we look at the book of Leviticus chapter 25 verse 23. Msomi unaweza kwenda huko ndio tuelewe kabisa kikamilifu ni kwa nini Naboth was not able to part with this. Yes. Leviticus 25, 23, 28. Just read.
It says,
Yes.
the land shall not be sold permanently, for the land is mine, for you are strangers and sojourners with me. And in all the land of your possession, you shall grant redemption of the land. If one of your brethren becomes poor and has sold some of his possession, and if his redeeming relative comes to redeem it, then he may redeem what his brother sold. Or if the man has no one to redeem it, but he himself becomes able to redeem it, then let him count the years since it sold and restore the remainder to the man to whom he sold it, that he may return to his possession. But if he is not able to have it restored to himself, then what was sold shall remain in the land of him who bought it until the year of Jubilee. And in the Jubilee it shall be released, and it shall return to his possession.
Amen. That is 28?
Yes.
Oh, 28?
That is 28.
Yes, thank you so much. You can be seated. So, Naboth knew very well that the land belonged to God. And God had given directives to the children of Israel on how land was to be handled. Verse 23 says, the land shall not be sold permanently, for the land is mine. When you read mine, it's in capital M, which means land belongs to God. Man has no right to sell this land permanently to somebody else who is a foreigner. He continues to say that if at any one time somebody sold this land, it was not going to be permanently owned by the buyer. This person who sold the